Hello and welcome to Blenheim Horse Trials. I am joined by the lovely Willa Newton, and we are here on the Dodson Horrell stand. Please come visit us if you are here today. But we thought that it would be a great idea to postpone our live chat from Thursday this week until we could do it here in the thick of the action, and hopefully get some live questions. So we are here, we are actively answering some nutritional questions on stand. So please fire them towards us and we will answer them as we can as we go along. Hello, thank you for joining. Hi Gemma.
Hi Gemma.
So let's start out by just going over the horse trials. So how do you think everything's going so far?
Yeah, things have gone okay so far. I've got Moonlight Dance S in the 8 and 9 year old class, which is very exciting. I'm really excited about her. She hasn't done a lot this season through me being off injured, and she had a slow start in the spring, so it's great to have her here. She did a lovely dressage test, and then I had a fence down, which I shouldn't have had, so I'm furious with myself.
No, bless. So, I mean, obviously this has been maybe a slightly abnormal season due to some setbacks, but how would you ordinarily prepare to leading up to a competition like this at Blenheim?
So in the build up to this, with Moonlight Dance, we've been working a lot on her flat work as well. She went to Mill Street a couple of weeks ago to do a CIC 3-star, but that was just when I'd got back from injury.
Okay.
So it's we've definitely been working hard on the flat work since then, and she had a jump at the beginning of the week, and then she came here on Wednesday. So it's very exciting to be back at Blenheim. It's definitely one of my favourite events.
Oh, fantastic. And it looks like Gemma has texted through our first question, which is, how do you feel about your recent Burley results?
Oh, it was so exciting, Burley.
Yay!
And a brilliant week for Dodson Horrell.
Yeah, no, it was,
With
definitely.
4 of us in the top 10. It was amazing, so definitely feeding the right things, that's for sure.
Oh, fantastic. Can you tell us what you are feeding? I mean, obviously it would be a little bit different per horse, but maybe a favourite product?
So I've just moved my 2 mares, Moonlight Dance and Cadger 20, onto the Elite Sport Muesli, and they are loving it. I'm finding it absolutely fantastic because my chestnut mare, she can have a few problems with tying up, and it really suits her. It means I can feed her enough of it, and touch wood, we haven't had any problems
Yay!
so far.
I'm so happy. So we are live chatting right now. Our lovely nutritionist Amy can help you for us.
We've already ordered a box of the Ultimate Balancer.
Okay.
Which we're picking up tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
I just want to buy a bucket.
Okay, I might just have Amy step over and help, just because we're broadcasting live right now. So it'll just be like a 2-3 minute wait. But thank you so much. All right, so we talked about Elite Sport Muesli. We are actually giving away Elite Sport Muesli to competitors. We have a stand down by the stable.
Please go and get it.
Yes,
give it a
please
try.
do give it a try.
I
You get a full
recommend
bag.
it.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's actually really pleasing that you said that your horse is prone to tying up and is getting on well with it, because it's a newer product for us, and we've actually used it a bit in racing for the same reason. So we have our traditional ERS cubes, which have bridged the gap between racing and performance as far as being something that's suitable for tie-up horses and their issues with starch processing. So that's really pleasing that it's working so well in performance as well.
Oh, I'm really pleased with it.
Yeah, fantastic. And then, do you have a favorite chaff as well? Are you feeding some of our chaff?
I love the alfalfa oil plus as well. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, good. The alfalfa oil, just to kind of like give you guys a little bit of background behind it. So it is, obviously alfalfa is its base chaff, but it also has a pelleted form of the leaf shatter in it, so it's cold pressed together, which is fantastic. So it's not gone to waste, essentially. It doesn't end up at the bottom of your bag as a whole bunch of leaf. They still get all that nutrient quality that's in it, which is fantastic. Alright, great. So what I might do is I'm just going to flip our camera around and show you guys where we are. I'm going to introduce you. I'm going to butt into another conversation and just introduce you to one of our other nutritionists, and then I'll pop you back on in about a minute or so, and then we'll answer some more questions. So bear with me while I turn our camera around, if I can. No. right, here we go. So here is live in the action in the Dodson and Horrell stands. We're approaching Amy, who is one of our nutritionists. Amy, say hello.
Hi.
So she is actively answering questions on the stand. Thank you for coming. And we're just going to go outside and show you guys where we are today. It's obviously winding down because we're towards the end of the day. Right, here's the lovely weather. All right, and let's come back to our stand. And I'm just going to attempt to turn our camera again. All right. Okay, fantastic. So we have loads of people on the stand today. It's been really nice turnout. I'll just kind of answer a couple of questions which we've had on the stand today in case anybody who's listening is having similar questions. So a really common kind of thing that we've had asked us today is what is a great product for a horse who is prone to being a little bit heavy in condition, but still needs a bit of energy and a bit of spark. So something that we've been pretty commonly recommending is called our Performance Concentrate Muesli. Do you have anybody that uses that?
I don't actually know, but
yeah, no, that's so what it essentially is it's very similar to a balancer, but it's a muesli. So whereas a balancer is often a feeding ratio of 100 grams per 100 kilos per day, this one is essentially just double that, so it's still super low intake, but the starch level is just a touch higher than it is in most of our balancers, so it gives people a bit more oomph in their ride. So it's a nice one to kind of keep in your back pocket in case you ever do have something that's, you know, a little bit over conditioned but still needs that spark. I'm just going to speak to our nutritionist really quick on the stand. There is a lady who is outside who is just picking up a product, so she just needs your help after.
we've got some questions.
Yeah, so we got some more questions. Hi, Deborah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so this is for the lovely Willa. I will turn the camera towards you. And it's which D&H product works best for your horses?
I spoke about the Elite Sport Muesli earlier, but I also really like the Stay Power Muesli. Austin Chancemark, who finished 8th at Burley, he gets fed the Stay Power Muesli, and I find it fantastic for stamina and giving them all the energy and everything they need, as well as keeping them they're good in their brains and not too much energy for the dressage. So I really like that product.
Oh, fantastic. It looks like we've got another question from Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for tuning in. And that is, hello, what is the best feed to use with the shortage of hay for ponies who are on a daily balancer? That is a really brilliant question, and something we need to keep in mind, as unfortunately a lot of our crops are going to be suffering a bit this year. What we should do is kind of always make sure that we're getting a fully balanced vitamin and mineral profile first. So you can do that through either using something like a balancer, and the reason I usually reach for a balancer in ponies in particular is because they don't often need a lot of calories, so that's a good option. And or we have some products which are essentially all-in-one products, so they're going to have a balancer type vitamin mineral profile already mixed in with some chaff on top. So something like, for example, our Safe and Sound might be a really good option as well, and then you're going to get some added fiber in. You can also add things like Quick Beet, which is an unmolassed sugar beet, so you don't have to worry about the sugar content, because it's essentially the parts of the product after it's been processed and the sugar's been pulled out. And that's a great fiber top-up that you can use as an alternative source while we're going through the shortage in our crops. And then we have quite a few chaffs, which so far so good, and one great one for ponies would be our Fiber G, which is nutritionally deprived straw, so it's been all rinsed and washed and made ready to be put into the product, as well as some alfalfa and some mints and then some oil, so it helps make it and keep it a little bit more palatable, but is also very low starch and very low sugar, so that's a good option as well. So let's go back to Willa. So I'm going to ask you a question, which
Yes.
do you have a favorite place to compete?
Blenheim is definitely one of my favourite events. I had a good win here 2 years ago now in the 8 and 9, so it will always be a very special event to me. But I have to say Burley is my favourite.
Okay.
It's our local event and it's just fantastic to ride there, so it's very special.
Oh, fantastic. And what about a day of the competitions? Do you have a certain discipline that you think is your favorite?
I love the cross country. I don't always feel that on the Saturday morning before the cross country, but for me it's the biggest thrill and it's the bit I love doing the most.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. And oh, hi Sam. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. All right, great. So I'll ask you one more question, which hopefully will kind of let us know what you have up and coming. But do you have any horses which you're bringing into full work that you're hopeful for, as far as like being next, maybe a next big horse for you?
Yeah, so the horse I have here, Moonlight Dance, she's only 9 years old, and she's shown me that she's got a lot of promise for the future, so I'm very excited to see what happens to her and how she progresses in these next few events. Hopefully, I'm hoping to take her to Buffalo in a couple of weeks' time, so it's very exciting, and I hope she has a good run tomorrow.
Well, we hope so too. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, that's in World Scotland. Okay, great. So I probably am going to wrap it up. We still have a couple of people on our stand, which are very nice to come in and ask for some nutritional advice. So we're just going to say hi to them really quick and go over some last diet planning tips, and then we wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And we will see you guys all soon. So thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Thank you.
Have you finished?